Good morning, everyone. It's Beth. I'm here to talk to you about academic affairs. So I'm just going to jump right in. I think that academic affairs serves numerous roles at an institution. They provide, of course, support for faculty, but they also provide a ton of support and resources for students. They help make sure that advisement is planned and implemented. They make sure that students stay on track in terms of curriculum and in terms of staying on track for, target graduation dates. And they also help with retention rates and first year advocacy. So I know that the academic affairs department is extremely important to the success of an institution. I think that they differ from institution to institution in terms of which academic affairs department is most visible and which one kind of has the most emphasis placed on it. I chose to compare South Georgia Technical College, which is where I work, Georgia Southwestern State University, which is a small public institution, my alma mater here in the same town, and University of North Carolina, which is my all-time favorite school besides GSU, of course. And what I found is that even though these institutions are radically different in size and in population and in enrollment, they all have very similar academic affairs departments. Each school kind of places more emphasis on different departments, but the academic affairs department as a whole is very similar. So I'll start with South Georgia Tech. Like I said, this is where I work, so I know a lot about the academic affairs department here. Our most visible department, of course, is admissions and then our Student Support Services Center, which focuses mainly on Title IX, IEP, special needs. We have a lot of students here who are great at hands-on kind of learning, but the book work is a little more difficult for them. So we want to make sure that these students know from the moment that they step foot in the door that we have resources and we have services for them that will help kind of compensate for areas that they may not be as strong in. So that, of course, is our most obvious and visible academic affairs department. I compare this to Georgia Southwestern, which is my alma mater. They're a little bit bigger than we are, maybe 1,000 or so more students than us. And their most visible academic affairs department is advisement and tutoring. And they place a lot of emphasis on first year advocacy and on international advocacy. So theirs is a little bit different from ours, but it operates a lot of the same way. The third school that I looked at, of course, was the University of North Carolina, and their academic affairs department that is most emphasized is advisement and tutoring as well, but also student inclusion. They place a lot of focus on making sure that students are comfortable where they are and that they feel included and that they feel like they're part of a positive atmosphere, because they feel like this is going to increase retention and that it will also increase academic success. So even though these schools, are very similar in terms of the academic departments that they have, emphasis is placed on very different departments. So I do think that after kind of researching all of these, I feel like the faculty role in academic affairs is to provide the support and resources needed for these students. And I think it's an appropriate role because it kind of helps ensure that students are given the services that they needed and that they are given every opportunity that they can to be successful academically and to have a successful college experience. And I think that that's the goal of the entire institution. So having these academic affairs departments that, even though one may be emphasized more than the other, they kind of all work together and the faculty all works together, I think is really important to ensuring the success of the student. So I think it's an appropriate role, and I think that it's one that I'm very thankful for, and I didn't realize the importance of it. I didn't realize, I guess the weight of it and how big it was until I really started doing this research. So I'm very grateful for the faculty and staff at our school, at Georgia Southwestern, at GSU, because I know that without the academic affairs department, our student success wouldn't be where it is now. So it's definitely an appropriate role, and I have learned a lot from researching this. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching my video, and I can't wait to see all of yours. Have a great day.